Alright. So it's time for another session of It Came from the Dragon's Hoard. I don't have as many immediate ideas today. And I kind of just rolled out into starting today, so it's gonna be a little messier than yesterday's was. I think Cathedral will be interesting. I remember playing it like 6 years ago almost at this point, I think. And it felt like it could be really good, and it didn't quite hit the mark. It's since been patched a lot. So I'm hoping that the patches make it better. From some of the last notes I saw for it, it looked like it could have, so we'll give it a shot. We'll just go ahead and get rid of that save, that doesn't exist. Holding the button doesn't work as it turns out, that's fine. Guess we're just here. Okay. Let's go this way. Looks like I chose correctly for getting in here. Music was rather sudden. New quest, press start. Giant cathedral filled with monsters. What is this place? Our main objective? Get the hell out of here. Oh, we're already making a good chunk of money. So we got that going for us. But I have some concerns about the population of slimes everywhere around here. Okay, I can reach that. Okay, these air vents let us jump a little bit higher. But of course only where the air vent is. Alrighty, appreciate it. Keep up. There we go. Snag us some of that. Looks like we don't have a vertical attack much, so we gotta be careful about that. Which is not overly shocking. Up, damn. Up. Up, curse you, man. Looks like we're not gonna be able to get up there right now. If I'm wrong about that, we'll come back. But at the minute, it really doesn't seem like that's viable. Good responsive controls. That was one of the complaints I had at the time, was that the sword attack didn't feel particularly responsive. They seem to have made it significantly better. Which is exactly what they said they did in the patch notes, so... You know, proof is in the patch and all that. I did forget to start the timer, so give me 1 second. As with yesterday, these are all going to be on a timer. I am going to just give all of them the 1 hour timer straight away, this time after none of them prove to be a problem as far as that goes. Basically, I'll just check the timer halfway through and decide at that point, rather than having 2 separate timers for it. No, the coin! The one coin! The one coin to rule them all. Why is this candle different? Not gonna worry about it. Probably not important. Ah, you can bounce off those to reach new heights. Makes sense. I keep thinking those larger slimes are gonna take more than one hit. And they don't. I'm just left confused. Not exactly a bad thing, all things considered. I'd rather be confused about them not dying than being confused about them dying. reverse that. I knew what I meant to say, and what I said was a completely different animal. So now we got a shortcut back over here. Okay. So there's a map on the other side of that door, but we don't have a key, so we're not going that way right now. This map is pretty basic, but at least it's clear, so I'll take that. I'd rather have a map that's simple and coherent, rather than one that's super detailed but completely unreadable. Because there's definitely been some of those that it tells you everything, but good luck figuring out what it's trying to tell you. Looks like we do need to go back down that hole I was in a moment ago and go left from there. Or I would assume. Yeah, because there's a door there. Okay. I missed that. This is why these maps are useful. Otherwise, we'd be walking all over the place looking for said door. And I missed the coin again, because I'm paying so much attention to where I'm going. Look at him go. Like, I do like the run animation our little knight has. There's a decent amount of detail in it. Even if it's only a couple frames. This presumably leads where we want to go. Considering we don't really have other options. Yep, there's the door. Now, from what I recall with this, when you die, you'll go back to that statue every time, but we drop money. So ideally, I'd rather not die, but it's not going to be the end of the world if it happens. There we go. Our first real challenge, man who can throw bones. Well, that didn't last long. Cathedral Gate Key, a key shaped like an eye with horns. It will most likely open something close by. Gee, I wonder what that could be for. I just realized that those red slimes are sleeping. That's why they make that weird noise when I approach. At first I thought they had a projectile attack and they were just shooting the wall constantly. Because of that being the direction I was in at the time. Shows how much attention I've been paying, which is mixed. Okay, right stick uses my potion, but this did not restore it. Well, that was a waste. That's what these tests are for. So you only learn by trying things. Now, we'll get a map. A piece of a map unlocks the map in the current region. Check the map often to find secrets. Okay, so now we've got a grayed out section of a lot of area to our right. Okay. And a little bit to our left. Which, oh, there's a door at the top of that room we couldn't get to the top of. So we'll be going back there then, for sure. Door... Ah, that's what those rooms layered behind are, then, is rooms behind a door. Got it. That's actually a pretty good way to handle that, all things considered. But I'm going to ignore the door and go this way. My curiosity was rewarded this time. Unsurprisingly, rewarded without it being full of death. And don't worry, I did account for the missing time on the timer, mostly. I think my math might be slightly off, but worst case, I'll just look at the stream time and go, okay, it's an hour. Good enough for me. We'll see how I feel by that point, basically. Yeah, you hold jump to go higher on those, but I was really trying to avoid getting hit by the skulls. Interesting, I just went through that one that time, instead of bouncing. Don't be surprised if I start getting real greedy about bouncing on things, because pogo attacks like this are some of my favorite movesets in games. And I really can't tell you exactly why, aside from they're just fun. It's not even that they're usually broken, even though they kind of are very frequently ridiculously strong moves for what they are. I think it's as much a matter of you just don't get to do it in every game, so it's just more fun to have something different. Wasted some money there, but we got quite a lot of cash out of that. And a checkpoint. Okay, good thing I went up first. Because remember, I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. We've already played the bit of the game that I played when I tried this out before. I did that first area and wasn't super feeling it, so I ended up wandering off to something else. But now, we're back with an updated version. Another checkpoint? Just right over here? Okay. You do you, designers. I may or may not have been trying to go higher by bouncing off the bat. It didn't work. Ah, I think I see why there's a checkpoint here. Because this looks pretty awful. Go, 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 go. It's got very Shovel Knight sounding music. Which, for those who don't know, Shovel Knight has very good music, so that is a compliment. My only complaint with it so far is the music was very loud. Like I have it set pretty low, and that's what you're hearing now. So you can imagine how loud it was initially. Ruby shield. You found your shield. This shield blocks projectiles and some melee attacks. Okay, I have to actively block. Got it. Also, the fact that they say it's my shield implies that I had it once and lost it. But we got no real information when we started this game. We just kind of got dropped in there. Hello there, Magus, and thank you for the gifted sub. Crafty, I'm sure we'll enjoy it. Hopefully you're all doing well. Nope, not what I wanted. Yeep. Ah. Thank you for resubbing. And we're dead. Okay. I still need to make a better alert for gift subs and such. We'll get there. I do have an animation in the works for that, so you can look forward to seeing that potentially next month. Which, you know, depends on how well things work out. I'm purposely waiting for these to come back over so I can hopefully get health, but it's looking like that's not going to work out, so we may as well just move on. Because there's another checkpoint here anyway. Can't hit that from here, so I guess we have to go around. There's also a skull here indicating that's where I died, but where's... Is there a way to pick the stuff back up, or did it get spawned somewhere wacky? Oh, doesn't matter. That is a thing to figure out in the future. go. Get that money. Can't get up there. The transitions are still a little slow, but they're better than I remember them being. So I'll take that much as a victory. Yeah, I had a feeling this was gonna be bad. Running. I have to imagine if the ceiling was too close by that point, it would be very, very unhealthy. Oh, greed might get me. I don't want to die. Checkpoint. And we're out of here. Okay, that wasn't that bad. That was actually fairly generous. Why haven't... There's a checkpoint right there. Why have... Oh, I guess because the door shuts. Maybe. Okay, I guess that would fully re-heal you. Boss fight? Prizes? Death? Definitely death. Bram the Firstborn. Okay, so what's your deal? You are very easily bounced on. That's your deal. Almost got him in one good set of bounces. And he's dead. Well, that was easy. This is what I mean about bounce attacks like that being really powerful. Heart container. Gain an additional heart permanently. Now you'll survive even longer. Hooray. Magnus apparatus. An ancient gauntlet used to battle demons. Use your arrows wisely. Oh, so we just have a wrist crossbow. Nice. Spooky ghosts. So how do I... Ah, I have to equip it. Okay. I assumed it would auto-equip since it was the only one I had. That's on me. Phew. Well, the bolts are fairly powerful, I'll give them that. Can't shoot them upward, though. And much like Metroid missiles, I have to pick them up to have any. We've established that they go through walls, so we can just do this. Well, that with better aiming. Ah, that's a slightly different shade. Okay. Now we hit that again, and that'll drop it down. Nice. So this is... Okay, I can reach up here. It didn't work initially, so I got concerned. Phew. But I do hope everybody out there is doing well today. I got off to a little bit of an odd start today, but there's been a lot of that lately. So, you know, adaptation and all that. Ooh, lots of free ammo. We max out at 5, though, so I probably shouldn't have picked those up. Well, live and learn. Or die and learn, more likely. Especially when I do things like that. That was just all kinds of great moves on my part. Okay, so that's gonna be how they're gonna play this in the future. Gotcha. It is very clear that they're gonna be a menace to society and try to ruin my day with that kind of layout. I assume the platform's coming back. There we go. This is apparently a long path, considering it didn't come back particularly quickly. Okay, that is not a melee attack that the shield can block. Gotcha. Figured since we were in a terrible spot, I may as well try it. Given the layout of this area, I'm just gonna drink the potion. I don't know if these are instant kill spikes, but I'm gonna hedge my bets at the very least. Ooh. Statue that gives back bolts. Convenient. I assume those will be, like, recharge stations, and they'll always be available. There's no guarantee of that. Well, all the things I wanted fell into the abyss. Okay, good, I can hit them off screen. I'm still getting my jump modulation down for this game. Because your jump is very fast. Looks like you didn't even need those platforms if you were good at bouncing. Or at the very least, confident enough in your bouncing. I don't know if I'm that good at it, but if I had the confidence, I probably could have made that. Just gotta have faith. Okay, that did loop back like I thought it did. Ding dong. Okay, so that gives us access to some new areas, presumably, because we can now shoot through walls. Ah, that's what that was. Ammo upgrade, permanent upgrade, which gives you 5 more total Magnus apparatus arrows. They missed out on some alliteration with having it just be an A name. It can just be, like, Agnes apparatus arrows or something. So I guess the idea of Agnes apparatus arrows would be a little strange. Just picture an old lady with a crossbow arm. It would just get a little weird. But at the same time, I can see it working. I'm assuming I'm meant to be going back, because I didn't see anywhere else to go. But the map also tells me that there's a room right here. And there's also a room here. So maybe I'm going wrong here. There's probably like a secret wall on one side or the other of this that leads in there. And I don't know if I need to go back for it, particularly. Saw something on Discord, wanted to make sure it wasn't something to worry about. It currently isn't. Fuck it. Ah, probably was meant to shoot across there, but I didn't remember where the thing was, so I didn't remember that there was one in line to shoot. It's fine. We will live. Hopefully. I also appreciate that I actually have the crossbow on my arm now. They actually modeled that. Because as we discussed yesterday with how spriting works and everything, a lot of games don't actually model things on the sprites when you add parts. But it's more satisfying when it is a thing that is available. There we go. Making that progress. Just, you know, also nearly dead in the process, which is fine? Question mark? I reacted too slow on that one. Yep, 10% of our money. Oof. Looks like we can't actually get it back, either. It's just deducted from our total. That's what I wanted to do, but I had a split decision, and that's what killed me. Because remember, don't hesitate. Hesitation will kill you. Especially in something that requires fast reactions. That's very much a do as I say, not as I do, considering y'all know me well for hesitating. But that doesn't mean you should be. And okay, I can definitely see that my timer is still a bit off. But we'll make it work. So I will fix that timing issue. That, I presume, is going to be a new ability we get that allows us to get up in there. Might be like we get controllable bolts or something. Which, that'd be neat. Oh, not going that way. Which means, presumably, we go through this whole mess here, and then fight something either here, or we go all the way under and around. Just a little bit of expectation due to genre there. You again. You floating tablecloth. Well, that's upsetting. Is there gonna be another eye? No, it's only the one. Augur, guardian of the cathedral. Well, I already don't like where this is going. Okay, I can't hurt it that way. Okay, that clever scheme didn't work. I was gonna try to run across picking up the healing thing that's on the ground to see if I could get to that crystal, because I was theorizing that the crystal was something I needed to hit to kill him. That clearly was not my finest of plans. Which, you know, sometimes you gotta make the bold move. I do like this song. Anything further up? No. Okay, I can block those. I can't block their charge, which is not really a surprise. How do I hurt you? I'm a little bit puzzled by how to damage this thing. But on the bright side, it at least drops health, so we can kind of take our time and figure it out. Like, I would assume it has something to do with the gems on the sides there. Yeah, there we go. That lowers the shield of that color. Got it. That's not an upsetting sound to be hearing constantly or anything. There's health up there, but I don't dare come out till he's done shaking the world. There we go, another eye down. Yeah, this is actually a really easy fight. I just took a second to figure out what I was doing with it. I want that stuff that's down there, but I don't want it so badly as to go down there after it. Now he's gonna be guarding the last gem with his life, I'm sure. Got it. Okay. All of his guardians are gone, which means he now comes out to play. And we can just juggle him. Or, I guess, get juggled by him, which leads to him dying. Which is a weird concept, really, but, you know. It is what it is. Whee! What do you think about that, you jerk? Okay, color me confused. Ah. Hello. I seem to have gotten trapped here. I can't really remember how I ended up in this cathedral, but I don't mind it that much. There are lots of riches here, just waiting for a new owner. What about you? What are you doing here? Not the talkative type, then. Perhaps you could help me. There's a switch over there that I think will open this prison. If you open it, I will find a way to make it worth your while. I mean, you kind of sicked the monster on me. I feel like it's only fair that you stay stuck in there. But I also can't progress unless I do this. Hey there, Blowfish. Thank you very much. See you around. This is Cathedral. This really isn't much of a classic. This was made, like, 5 years ago. And we got suckered. Again. Are we dead? We might be dead. Oh, yeah. There's a lot out there with the good old retro look. Are you alright? I didn't mean for you to fall like that. I don't know about that one. You chuckled a bit and then slammed into my face, throwing me down a hole. I feel like you completely intended that. Maybe you didn't intend for me to fall this far and break my everything, but, you certainly succeeded. Yeah, From one spooky robe man to another. Well, this is a very different landscape. Just fell from the sky. Old man, it sounds like you've had one too many pecan mudcake stouts. No, not from the sky, you ignorant whelp. From the old cathedral in Shade Forest. That's why I needed you to come over. I'm a health mage. I can't detect pure spirit energy. I needed a spirit mage. You're thinking that this person came from another world, don't you? You're thinking about the prophecy. I don't know yet. There was something more out there. A small spirit of some kind that disappeared when I got close. Very well, give me a second and I'll do a spirit detection spell. Yeah, it might be riding along in my armor now, which I'd rather it gone. Of course, I'd also rather be conscious, but that's a whole other issue. Anything interesting? A surprisingly strong remnant of spirit energy. I need to consult my books. Let me know what you find. Of course. And away they go. And we're still... Oh, there we go. We woke up. I see you're finally awake. My name is Vale. I'm the health mage of the village. Any explanation for who you are? Whatever memory I had probably got knocked out when I fucking hit the ground like that. Forget what I asked, then. You're lucky I came by when I did. Most people don't venture into Shade Forest. You seem to be hurt. Stand still for a second and I will heal you. I'll even throw in a temporary health boost for free this one time. If you want the health boost in the future, bring gold. I'm not running a charity here. I see, so you point at the sky and I get healed. Got it. Come see me again if you need healing. And do bring gold if you do. Well, we got out of the cathedral. So that's technically a victory? That also tells us that the cathedral is either in a different dimension or is floating above this area. We met an odd little spirit called Soul by the cathedral. Who was that? Turn to the cathedral and find Soul. Ah, thank you for following, Weather Bug Moth. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the show. Hello, Mario not wearing red clothes. I'm Bruno. No one ever comes to visit me here. Hey, why are you here then? Alright then. As I was saying, no one ever visits. I mean, I'm guessing it's because no one ever talks about you either. I bet it's because I live on top of the sewers. That would do it. Yeah, it probably smells awful. Serves them right. I've heard there's all kinds of riches down there. And now I can have them all for myself. And for me. Going down there, fuck you. Entering the sewers. Okay. Well, that's fairly limited. Let's go this way, then. It is very quiet down here. I assume just like the cathedral, the music won't kick in until we touch a checkpoint. And we appear to be at a dead end down there. Disappointment. You might want to stab whoever told you that for false advertising. That leads out of town, and I'm assuming we're supposed to find somebody in town that knows about the Magnus apparatus. And either way, at least there's less eerie silence in here. Wow, you're awake. My name is Pyrio. I dabble in everything regarding spirit magic. I guess you spoke to my father, Vale. He's the health mage of Ivystone. He also lives right next door, so it's kind of hard to miss. He's also a bit cranky that I decided not to be a health mage. I mean, spirit health, physical health, both are kind of important. I just find spirit magic to be much more interesting. It's what holds this world together. That's entirely fair. I wish I had some news, but I don't. You just materialized from thin air for all I know. I mean, I kinda did. Except I materialized up in the cathedral. Weird skull thing happened, and then I fell down here. Hey there, I'm Frank. Who are you then? Eh. Okay then. I'll just walk over here for a while. Hey look, you've got armor like mine. Ahoy there, fellow adventurer. I can see you're a traveler, much like myself. In fact, I don't think there's a single place I haven't been to. I usually document my travel experiences for others to see. You should keep an eye out for my letters. There's even one on the house just next to us. The information in them could save your life one day. Who knows? Who knows? Ah, welcome to Ivystone Ridge, a safe haven for weary adventurers. P.S. For sightseeing, you should visit the old portal. It's in a house in southern Ivystone. Rumor has it can be used to travel to distant locations. It's probably just an old tale, though. The Green Wanderer. Hello, dear. How can I help you? You've got arrows, you've got bank upgrades. Bunch of upgrades, okay. Better potions. Ooh, better armor. Yes. Mysterious gargoyle key. Who knows what it will unlock? Okay. I could have gotten just straight up better armor, but I feel like the respawning with better health is gonna pay a better dividends at the moment. Go ahead and upgrade the bank account a little bit. Get the return to checkpoint. Yeah, there we go. We'll set up enough that we can store all of our money. Aside from 300, which, you know. Since it's a percentage loss, we're not going to lose that much if we die now. And death is expected, so may as well be sure on that one. Another Mario lookalike. What's your deal? Or did Bruno just get here that quickly? Hey there, I'm Bill. I haven't seen you around before. Bill is curious. What's your name? I see, that's interesting. Bill is intrigued and talks about himself in the third person. Good for you, Bill. You do you, buddy. Hello there. Can't remember seeing you in Ivystone before. I just love to come up here. It's such a lovely view. You can see all the way to Shade Forest. My mother used to tell me stories about Shade Forest. Say, did you perhaps, see me fall out of the sky over there about a day ago? No? Okay, it's fine. I heard there's a wonderful secret hidden in the depths of it. A magical sword wielded in ancient times in the war against Ardor. Somewhere in the southern parts, according to the old tales. It's supposed to be guarded by something hideous, though. But I'm sure that wouldn't be a problem for you. Well, that sounds suspicious, but good to know. I wouldn't be surprised if the gargoyle key leads to where that is. Nothing over here, okay. Weird that there's both that door and this ladder. There must be something else around on the front side here. Or would this be the back? I honestly can't tell. And we've left the land where music is. Hello, I'm Agnes. I saw Vale carry you past this bridge into town earlier. It's been all the buzz the entire day. Vale found you by the old cathedral. It's just past me, through the forest, to the northwest. I bet that map you're carrying could help you find your way. Well, if there was anything on the map, sure. Oh, here's Shade Forest. Can't climb those. Oh, I'm out of arrows, right. Hang on. For some reason, I thought we got restored as far as that goes. Turns out, I was wrong. Now, 20 minutes remain on this game, so if you want to get your requests in, remember to hit exclamation point request to see what the list of available options are. This request will not be taken if I do not have it. As you might imagine, that would be a problem. Ugh, spooky. A spirit you will surely meet by the old cathedral grounds. When walking through Shade Forest, too, you'll meet it where you fell. Thank you for telling me the obvious. I'm gonna guess that's our hint system. Deal with that later. You do know that this is my house. I can't remember inviting you. Well, that's fair. I'm gonna guess this is another part of Shade Forest that'll be over here. Yeah. This doesn't need arrows, so we'll just go this way. Or not. Well, good news, there's an arrow. Bad news, it's on spikes. Never mind. Guess we're not going that way either right now. I need to go get more arrows. Which I totally meant to do, and then just went, oh yeah, there's other paths to take. Let's go this way. And just sidetracked immediately. I honestly thought the entire game took place in that cathedral, so I'm kind of surprised we're anywhere else right now. Oi, dude. I'm Conan, and I'm the, whatchamacallit? The librarian. I'm the librarian of Ivystone Ridge. Eh? You need a book? I got books. So many books. I put most of them in the basement. For the really old stuff, just follow the basement to the next building. The key is on the top shelf, though. Don't know how to get it down. I've tried everything. Hey, while you're here, I'm kinda in a bind. Some punk stole a bunch of my books tonight. If I knew who it was, I'd give him a hefty fine. If you happen to see any of my books, please bring them to me. I'll pay you 150 gold per book. Look, I'll even throw in 150 gold right now. Just find my books, dude. Thank you, Conan the librarian. Also, he said the key was on the top shelf. I don't really see a key. I'm gonna guess it's on the top shelf down here, then? Somewhere? It's a lot of books, though. Ah, there's the actual top shelf where the key is. Book of Books. The Cathedral, 0 of 11. Ivystone Ridge, 0 of 3. Shade Forest, 0 of 11. Sewer, 0 of 2. And there's a bunch of other areas. So we're not getting that right now. That much we know. And I stand corrected, I looked at the times again, and either the timer's being weird and has now realigned itself, or I miscounted the time. Because the time is actually accurate. Plus or minus a few seconds. This is presumably the old portal that was mentioned to us. Which I'm betting is our way back and forth to places that we've been. There'll probably be, like, checkpoint portals around that we can use. I don't know what this does. What happens if I go in this? Ah, yep. There's a lot of checkpoints, so this is actually a pretty big game, I guess. Hi, are you new to Ivystone? I don't remember seeing you before. Who are you? Never mind then. this was just the health guy we were talking to before. I need the bank, because that's where I can buy arrows, which will be to the left. Sadly, cannot talk to dog. Wait, did that... I'm assuming that bird landed on the wall, but it really looked like it landed on my head and just sat there for a second until I moved. I do not want to be a perch, damn you. Thankfully, arrows are cheap. Otherwise, I might have had to withdraw my money in order to buy arrows. And that would have just been embarrassing. Not that forgetting that I didn't have arrows wasn't embarrassing enough already. And we don't talk about the pathing I just took. Nothing bad happened. And by nothing bad happened, I mean, okay, fine, everything bad happened, but we don't need to think about it. Whee! And then the music died again. Oh, hey, I guess that made the... Talking to him made the books exist, and that's why we didn't see them before. I guess you had to know the situation in order for it to matter. Damn you, knocking me out of the section. Oh, now I gotta go back down there and hit the switch again. You bastard. Bastard man. Pay for your sins. Yeah, it was just money anyway. Which we do need more of. Defense, watch out for the Reapers, and don't forget to use your shield. Who needs a shield when I have a sword? The answer? I still need a shield even though I have a sword. Oh, balls. Balsa wood. There we go. Not sure that jump was supposed to work that way, but, well, that's how we did it. There we go. And we're good. And we're not so good, because this is a dead end. Hooray. My finger slipped off the stick, otherwise that would have been a beautiful, just straight bounce kill. Another one of those. Okay. You can definitely clock damage fast in this game. That said, it definitely goes the other way as well. They can clock damage on us quite quickly. So I suppose it's fair. Okay. Ah, I think we're getting back towards where we fell. Wait, it's just me again. You're alive. I didn't kill you. Accidentally, of course. I didn't really mean for you to fall. I'm sure we can put this behind us. Before we know it, we'll be looking back and laughing about it. See? I'm not impressed. Yeah, that's about how I'd react too. Too soon? Hey, I know you. I know. I can make it up to you. You seem to be as lost as I am in this place. But I might have found a way to get out of here. I need to show you something. If it's a cliff again, I'm actually gonna stab you. No. Come up here whenever you're ready. Well, let's find out what they're on about, I guess. That's a big door. This orb that I found in the lair before. It reacts to this door somehow. Watch this. So you're telling me I need 4 more orbs before this ends. Neat trick, huh? I've been toying with it since you left. Seems to only want to sit in that one slot. I bet we could find some more info somewhere. Maybe we could find it in town? I promise not to push you off any more buildings anymore if I can come along. I'll take that as a yes. Thank you. I'll keep hidden until you need me. I'm betting the spirit mage will probably still know you're around, but it's probably fine. Keyword probably. But now we're in here again, and the other side of that. Okay, I was about to say what the benefit... I was about to ask what the benefit to that was, but it's to get up here, to get up there, to get up here, and get prizes. I don't know if those switches actually do anything. They don't appear to. Now you're just a regular enemy, huh? Which I guess you never were a boss to begin with, but still. That's this room. We've been in here already, I think. So I don't think there's any reason to be there at the moment. I probably should go back down to Shade Forest now that we've learned about the door. And see what we can find down there. That we're gonna be switching games in under 10 minutes, so that's a thing. Okay, they only seem to shoot horizontally. Come on, I need you to get closer again. Die! Well, killing him didn't matter, but it made me feel better. I have some concerns about the amount of arrows available to us. Ow. Damn it. I was trying to catch up to the platform, but that was a risk from the word go. I should have just went back instead of forward, but, you know. Sometimes you just get it into your head that it's a good idea, and then death happens. Missed me. Sucker. He's probably gonna reappear before I make it where I'm going. Eep. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, we found another checkpoint. That activates a set of Yoku blocks, huh? Good. Everybody loves those, don't they? Oh, it went the other way. God damn it. I had a 50-50 on that, and I chose poorly. At least we don't have to do the wizard section again. Not that I'm convinced that this is a benefit, but, you know. At least the Reapers aren't much of an issue. I was real worried it was going to disappear before I fell fast enough to get there. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Well, that went a lot better than I feel like it had any right to. Okay, that's that door that we can't open. Okay, I can reach up here. Good. Something here. Another one of these. That's what he's for. Hey, I know what this is. I've seen one of these before, somewhere. This is a charm shrine. You can use it to augment your abilities. However, You don't have any charms. Maybe we could find one somewhere? I mean, presumably there would be one somewhere. But at least now we know what those are for, and we're not going back. There is no going back now. Well, I didn't really want to get down there, especially not that fast, but, well, we're down here now. What's in this hole? Ah, piece of a map. Remember, when in doubt, attack the scenery and hope something happens. This is a big damn room. Abandoned town of the Shade Sentinels. Well, that sounds less than ideal. But at least now we know where we are. That's theoretically a benefit. Well, we know there's a book there now. Not that that helps really at all, but, you know, it's a thing. Back up to where presumably they expected us to leave this bit before I fell all the way down. Yep, that's what I figured I'd find. Herein lies a relic from the old war. Do not disturb it. So what you're saying is I should disturb it for fun and profit. Just really abusing the jump attack, as usual. If you missed the previous sign, consider this your final warning. Ignoring all warnings. Gonna have to do that segment again. Telepathy. Equip this charm at a charm shrine to be able to control soul for a few seconds. Aha! And bad things are happening now. Oh, that kind of bad things. Okay, this isn't as bad as I was worried it was gonna be. Go, 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 go. Okay. I was getting real worried when the door didn't open. Well, we've ruined that section of forest, but now we have telepathic powers. Let's go open the door over here. So, actually, I think I need to go to a charm shrine, don't I? No, there was one next to where we could use it. It's fine. Fine, everything's fine. This is not where it was used, though. We can see the charm shrines on the map. Dur-dur-dur-dur-dur. Sometimes I can be a genius, and other times I'm the other kind of genius. I'll let you decide which one happens more often, but I'll give you a hint, it's not the good one. There we go. I need to go up. Oh. Well, convenient. I accidentally treasure. But now I've got to go back. Or do I? Nope, I have to go back. But on the bright side, we found another section of this town. Actually, can I take the... Nope. I was gonna ask if I could take the high road from here, but there's not enough high road. It is unfortunate. And speaking of unfortunate, we have 1 minute left of this, so I guess we're not going to find out how telepathy works. I'm just going to go hit up the checkpoint. That way we don't lose what we've accomplished. Quit to desktop. That's the timer for that. Over and gone. That was pretty good, though. That was... The trend is continuing of these being better than I remember them being. And that's a good thing. Except it makes me really wonder where my head was at that I didn't like these. You know? That's always a bit of a weird one. Let's see. Where am I taking us from here? Could try that one. I have a lot that I didn't finish that I spent a lot of time on. That's not really the ones I'm looking at right now. I'm intending to look at the ones that I didn't do much with. For one reason or another. Yeah, let's look at this. Because this has recently been getting updates too, so we'll look at that. Quickly change this while I wait for it to load. There's 2 different entries with the same name there. I think it's that one. Hopefully it's that one. If it isn't, oops. The icons for them are kind of small, so I can't actually tell with any guarantee. And if you're not hearing anything, that's because I'm not hearing anything yet either. There we go. This is Darklight. This is... This ride's somewhere kind of between a Metroidvania and a Souls-like. It came out in the same time frame as a lot of those were happening. And I don't remember if this actually reached 1.0 or not. We'll do our usual sound checking. Music seems okay at the moment, but I think I'm going to lower it just a little bit in case it starts getting really aggressive. Because it's probably going to start hitting a real high point if it does start getting aggressive. We'll just slightly bump that down. Kill the VSync. Probably don't want blur either. Blur's very rarely anything fun. And for the moment, I'm going to use mouse and keyboard. If I need to switch to controller, that's fine. That's all fine and well. Interesting, but let's leave it as is for the time being. I remember this looking really interesting, and I wanted to play it, and I think it was primarily a matter of I forgot it existed. And it was a little slow to get started. Mission, return to cargo bay. Your memory is still recovering. I will operate in survival mode until then. We move pretty quick. Open the door. Okay, it looks like we don't actually have free aiming, so I'll go ahead and go to the controller. With the way the mouse control was working nicely, I was hoping we would actually be able to have mouse aiming, which I would absolutely use. Incendiary grenade. This is your inventory. Here you can see your items in detail. You can swap your equipped items from your inventory. Press the inventory button to open your inventory. Roll past the trap to avoid damage. Except you didn't tell me what the roll button was. Use the roll button to roll under them. There we go. Creature detected. Targeting to kill it. Pick up these shards. These are what you want from your praise. I think that was another thing, is some of the language in it's a little jank, and these menus don't look the best. They get the job done, though. They tell you exactly what you need to know. There we go. I was trying desperately to get the cursor off screen. It's still slightly on screen. You can kind of see it in that upper corner, but that's as good as it's going to get. Let's see. Drone skills, concussive blast. Skill selection. Okay, we've got a lot of skill slots, and it looks like they'll be reliant on the D-pad. At N, L, or R. Got it, got it. 3 different factions. Okay. This is the energy bank. You can sell your shards here in exchange for currency. Walk over the shards. Your suit will pick them up for you. We figured that out already, but thank you, game. Let me open this for you. Buy ammo from weapon vendors or loot ammo by killing enemies. Tap utility key to reload when ammo is low. We also have auto reload on, so it'll be fine. Double jump to reach the higher ledge. Jump on the platform above you. Trying to. Ah, there we go. I had to hold up as well, but they didn't tell me that part. Up, down. These are some annoying parasites. They're looking for bodies to live on. Let's kill them. When you're in the air, hold down and press jump to do a power jump. Not sure why they call it a power jump instead of like a stomp, but gets the idea down. These can be climbed like ladders, okay. This goes nowhere. It's a little confusing to me having the primary attack button be the ammo. Health potions heal you. Checks out. Past this door. Pick up this armor. It can temporarily save you from the enemy's attacks. You might have noticed your attack is consuming your energy. When your energy is drained, you will temporarily lose the ability to attack, and your drone light will be turned off until the energy starts to regain. Let's get out of here. Hold the utility key to use the rejuvenate orb to regain part of your health when you need it. Press the swap potion key to swap to another potion. Okay, so pressing up swaps between the two of those. Take the lift on your left. Watch out for your energy. You will temporarily lose the... Yep, we know that already. One sec. There we go. Wait a second. Why is that so far behind? The fuck? That's concerning. So, I don't know if it's just my dashboard being weird or not. But things might be super delayed right now. If one of you could be so kind as to tell me when you hear me say this, that would be grand so I can tell what's going on with this. I'm hoping it's just my dashboard being weird. So I just went and checked OBS and it shows everything moving in real time. But that's, of course, going to be the way with my preview since it's on the system. I don't know if it's only started being super delayed when this game started or not. Have you seen the smith's shop on the left upper level? You can't and never be too prepared. I miss the old sergeant. Good man he was. Best damn fighter if I ever knew one. It's rotten. Heard about Tom the other day. That poor bastard kept complaining in nightmares. Something about a huge lizard. He jumped. If only we secured the loading gate earlier. God forbid you meet the butcher. We lost everyone. That, I assume, is an exit. Trade and upgrade your weapon here. We can get two-handed weapons, rifles, okay. Turrets. Okay, it looks like when I paused the preview on the dashboard and restarted it, it caught back up again. So if things seem super delayed for you, you might need to refresh. Mark, the creatures of doom and the devil's own abomination knock on our very gates. Yep, good for you. Where's that energy bank? That door doesn't open? Okay. I assume the energy bank's down here somewhere. Does that appear to be the way out of here? Which, that is so far one concern I feel with this game already, is things feel a little unclear. Good evening, Hunter. How may I serve you? Who are you? I am one of the remaining relics of the Golden Ages, designed to serve as a mentor and guide to the survivors of the human race. I was created by the celestial host, the masters who terraformed the earth and formed a peaceful bond with humanity's forebears. Though the world has changed since then, my mission remains the same. As solemnly as I serve, however, I cannot help but feel a sense of dread for the future. As I stand in cargo bay AT-140 of Undercity, I take one last look at what remains of humanity. The dark void has pierced through the last of our defenses, and the creatures of the night have taken over the world. The survivors of this new world have formed tribes, searching the scattered remains for what little hope of survival can be found. If we could take down the host, the dark portal, we might have a chance in this chaos. This is what I mean. The language kind of fell apart at the end of that paragraph. Maybe I could help. The dank, murky water of the Undercity seeps through the air, a reminder of the forgotten generator that has long since ceased to function. The dismal city of flesh lies in ruin, a place of death and decay, locked away behind a guardian who stands sentry at the gate. Despite being the only route out to the host's tower, it is a journey few are willing to make, even in the face of great need. The people of the Undercity whispered his name in hushed tones, the Butcher. He was crafted by the Celestials to help protect humanity from the looming darkness, yet the darkness had managed to seize control of him. If you wish to find your way, you must face him and pray that you have the strength to prevail. Select the triple triangle icon at the top of the navigation bar, then select the faction logo for quest information. Track your faction quests in the quest panel. Okay, we get more health and more energy by paying money. This is a storage bin. There we go. Convert it all. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio. One shard gets us 2 currency. Welcome to the drone service station. We only have the one drone. Use gems to enhance your weapons elementally here. Okay. Ah, that would call the elevator, presumably, if it wasn't there. Where is the way I'm supposed to be going in order to play the game? The lift will bring you to the Undercity. Okay. Forward progress. Once a new drone is unlocked, you can equip it at the drone shop. Yep, we figured that out already, game. Thanks for telling me afterwards. Turn around. Yeah, that definitely looks like a death pit, so I'm gonna take your advice for a change. Let's go find the portal and rest there. We literally just left, buddy. We don't need to rest yet. Voice memo 1. Lab 02 compromised. Massive structural damage. Gonna guess that's like ammo or something, and I don't currently need it. There we go. No, maybe it's health. Whoa there. He had a rifle. Stomp the bug. Bust that open for loots. Okay. Starting to get a handle on it. Ah, these are checkpoint portals. Okay. Yeah, I remember now, by the way. I put this game down because I actually had a devil of a time figuring out where I was supposed to go to actually start playing properly, I think. Because that town's kind of a lot bigger than it needs to be. Which, you know, it's all well and good that it represents what it's supposed to be. But if your players are kind of just wandering around it like, why is half of this here, then maybe you shouldn't have it. Voice memo 2. Day 2. We encountered a few mutated zombies. We barely got out of Lab 3. Some of the experiments had escaped. I have a bad feeling about everything. Turns out there was more to those memos, but, you know, we figured it out now, at least. Stomp, stomp. It's like Dead Space. You gotta stomp on everything. And make sure everything stays dead. I don't know if this game is fall damage, but I feel like at the rate I'm going, I'm gonna find out. You look important. I'm a bank broker, you see. I can help you exchange your shards for currency while you're out in the field. Interested? Sure, why not? I was expecting him to have a worse rate of exchange, but it seems like it's more or less the same. Get a load of that fucking thing with the chainsaw arm down there. Gotta remember, my gun's actually pretty strong. We also have a lot of ammo, so no sense in preserving it too harshly. That. Another healing point, I presume? Considering we can't seem to use it. Which I'm surprised we haven't actually taken any damage yet. Because we appear to have a shield that protects us from damage initially, and then we actually take damage after that. Because I've definitely taken a couple hits, as you've all seen. We found a turret. That might actually be useful. Healing potion that we don't need. Another healing potion that we don't need. This game's being real generous with those right now. Electric damage. Enhanced fire grenade. Yeah, this seems pretty easy so far, but I'm assuming the gloves are going to come off before too long, and I'm going to have a real 180 on my feelings. Okay, already don't like the invisible thing. There we go. Okay, that was ammo. It just wasn't picking up for some reason before. I guess because we had too much ammo, maybe? Okay, we can get out of there. Ah, that's just a skull parallaxing back and forth. Voice memo 3. Day 3. We urgently need backup and extraction. Without DLS devices, we're sitting ducks. I can hear them. They're coming for us. They're morphing through the walls now. And that's the end of that memo. Open that door. Not gonna lie, I was expecting that to be a death pit. Need a key, okay. So many health potions. May or may not have been trying to activate that elevator just by bumping into it and mashing interact. It didn't work. God damn, health potions everywhere. We could go exchange our shards again. That's probably not a bad idea. We've got enough money that we could probably go buy anything we could possibly want. But I also don't think I want any of the things we can get right now. What we have is serving me pretty well. Go ahead and send that down there in case we need that. That doesn't look like a place I want to be. Let's see. Yeah, we're the blue dot. So our quest marker's down there in the bottom right, so we know we need to keep proceeding on that path if we want to actually reach the quest. I guess let's go proceed toward the quest. Which, admittedly, the quest is to fight the Butcher, which is probably not my finest of ideas, but I'm gonna go do it anyway. After all, we gotta find out how things work in this game before its hour's up. Yep, we finally took health damage. By letting 2 enemies beat the hell out of me. Oh hey, we found a bigger gun. See, I don't even have to go buy things. We're just finding everything I could possibly desire. There we go. Bigger, potentially better gun. Got a range limit, though, which kind of sucks. I feel like the pistol actually had more range. But I also wasn't using it at super long range yet, either, so... hard to say on that one. It's a real grim world we're running around in right now, though. Definitely say that much. Skeletons, bones, and bullshit everywhere. Okay, it looks like if you're standing in the wrong spot, it won't stomp on it. It'll instead hit it in a way that makes it stand back up again. So that's a little frustrating. The House of Bloodwolf offers a fleeting taste of power, yet the only way to truly unlock its strength is to join the clan. We will never succumb to the authority of another, and we battle to uphold the honor of our people. The Diamond Knights will face the consequences of their transgressions against us. Okay, we get a bonus from this banner, so I guess we'll take it. This effective defense shield reduces enemy attack damage by up to 55% in a brief time frame. Let's go ahead and take the energy boost. Use the top navigation bar to find the skill menu. You can equip your skills there, or use the D-pad to quick swap skills during combat. Use skill left or skill right to quick swap skills. Press swap throw to switch between drone skills and throwable items. Which reminds me, I do have those bombs I can throw. I guess I should probably test those. Turns out fire is relatively effective. I am, however, also nearly dead. And the healing is not as effective as I was hoping, so let's go ahead and just double down on that. So it seems like when there's a lot of those saw guys around, I start having a bit of a problem. Thankfully, gunners don't seem to be much of a threat, because they're not smart enough to duck. And healing seems to be relatively plentiful, though I'm wasting explosives by constantly hitting the wrong button. So that's a good thing for everybody involved. We are getting a lot of turrets. I feel like I should probably be using them. I'm not... This might be the first one that I'm not super blown away by. The waiting on this feels a little strange. Anyway, I'll play like that, huh? He was nowhere near as durable as I thought he was. Then again, that turret also just rinsed him from behind. Kamikaze drones, first aid, or drone energy leech. Let's get first aid. I feel like I'm gonna need them. He's a bank broker. Give me more money. Door seems to be locked. Like, I'm not opposed to this game. I'm just not feeling it as much as everything else we've tried in these past sessions so far. And that's kind of an example of why, because I noticed I was kind of taking damage without getting the most feedback about being hit. And that's also how we just died there, is a lot of hits all came in simultaneously without enough feedback for me to really respond to it. We didn't lose our money. Doesn't seem like we... Oh, we lost the shards we were carrying, but we kept the money that we exchanged. Okay. Well, there's also a bank at the portals, so that's convenient. Cargo bay. Okay, so that is a valid point to warp to. Except it wasn't? Or maybe it was and I didn't understand where we were. The Diamond Order is beckoning you, offering you a glimpse at the might of their knights, but be warned, the path to true power lies in joining the Order and helping snuff out the vile blood-savage wolf clan. That does seem useful. We'll grab our first actual skill. Yeah, their shots go a lot further than mine do. God damn. Okay, I'm just gonna walk back to the lift, because it's right here. We'll take a look through the shops again and do a think about that a little bit, since our ability to hurt our enemies really drastically fell off as soon as we got to that second part. And if I'm not impressed with our changes, we'll probably swap games at the half-hour mark for the first time. I'm also not sure if it's actually running properly as far as the stream goes, since I noticed that huge delay in the preview window. Which could be a really big concern. We already exchanged our shards. It's the vault. Buying more health couldn't be the worst idea either. I don't know what the game's yelling at me about now. I've just stopped paying attention to what they're yelling at me about, honestly. Trying the two-handed sword instead of the machine blade might not be the worst thing I could do. It's got increased range, it does more damage. It is going to be slower, though. And it's using 5 more energy. But it is in exchange for 12 more damage, so I think that's worth it. So we'll buy that and give that a shot. The auto rifle was kind of disappointing me. The ion rifle... Does significant damage. So it's gonna be a slow-firing weapon, which is kind of usually more my style. But it's too expensive. We can't actually afford it. We could also just upgrade our pistol. Which I've been liking the pistol more than the rifle, so we'll go ahead and just upgrade that. I kind of almost wish I could just use 2 ranged weapons or 2 melee weapons, but it seems like those are dedicated slots. Yeah, that's not that slow. Definitely drains power faster, but it's not too bad. So there's potential in what we've swapped to, so I'm willing to give it a go. But there's nothing like mind-blowingly interesting in that pool. We'll see if there's a radical difference in how enemies respond to our new weapon. And if there isn't, then we'll probably do the swap I was talking about. Just the wrong weapon and immediately just capped him instead of doing what I was intending to do. I mean, it's got more recoil, so the attack feels a little more weighty, but it's not so much more effective that I'm like, yes, this is a great idea. It does seem a bit more effective, I'll grant that. Okay, hang on. That's pretty cool. That crazy flip move in the air is definitely a thing. On the whole, though, nah. That's the first one I think that I'm not impressed. And it's not even a matter of I'm only, like, mildly not impressed. I'm just very meh on it across the board. So, next. Go ahead and reset the timer. Of course, now it's going to be thrown off the whole time because it's going to be at a half mark, but it's fine. It's completely fine. Next in line. A little bit quiet. We'll fix that in a second once I get you guys a view. We'll start balancing audio from there as well. Next in line is Foregone. Which Foregone was an interesting one. I enjoyed it when I tried it. And it's another one I don't remember why I stopped. I think it's another case of I literally just forgot. But we'll find out. So that all looks okay. Switch to another save slot so you guys get to see how it starts. Get the controller. Normal, the game is it was intended to be played, and hardcore for people who are fucking crazy. The The sprawling city of Calagan was once at the forefront of scientific research. Its progress was suddenly halted by the invasion of a rival state, hell-bent on stealing its technology. Desperate to survive, Calagan scientists developed a breed of super soldiers to turn the tide. The Arbiters. You are the first Arbiter. Now, both visually and mechanically, you're going to notice a very big similarity to a very popular game. Specifically Dead Cells. As it moves, feels, and looks a lot like Dead Cells.
I remember when this forest was full of life.
But it's a very different animal.
Twisted, like everything else.
I don't think that voice was that audible to you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and bump that up. Let me know if anything ends up too loud. Press and hold to increase distance. This was another thing that came about around the same time. So I want to say this, Darklight, and a couple other ones came out very close together. And you notice a lot of them have bits and pieces in common. So this is a bit faster and a bit more fluid.
Guess it didn't take long for the harrow to set in after the war.
A lot of bad things seem to have happened around here. As you might imagine, that slide has a decent chunk of iframes, or at least it feels like it does. Huh. There we go. I assumed there would have been something up here. Turns out, not so much.
No time to reminisce. I need to find out if this infection's reached Project Harrow.
They're really expecting us to understand what she's talking about. Oh yeah, there is a gun in this game. That's what the target marker in the upper left is about. That's how much ammo you have. It hasn't told us about gun yet, but, well, I found it. It looks like the ammo in it regenerates when I hit things? It's either when I hit things or just over time. I think it's hitting things, though. Not 100% clear on that. As of yet. Splatter all the weird things everywhere. Hold the button. And as you can see, everything's kind of effective. The sword does well, the gun does well, the sliding is good for dodging. Every facet of this feels like it actually fits together a bit. So far.
No! Once couldn't something stay dead? Change of plans, I suppose.
Well, that was a big ugly thing. Ah, Falchion. As opposed to my short sword. Change between crippling enemies at the end of a combo or recharging skills faster. Sure. It's a bigger, slower sword, as you can see there. Significantly different animations.
Never thought I'd be going back to the temple.
There's a lot of history it's not really telling us, in spite of having that whole info dump at the beginning.
This place is always giving me the creeps.
I mean, I can see why it would give you the creeps, but at the same time, there's a lot more wrong with it now, so maybe I'm getting a bad impression. It's certainly not good.
You shouldn't be out here, Warden.
Silence, Arbiter. It was you who brought this devastation upon us.
What do you want from me?
You must correct your past. Stop the Harrow before it consumes us. Oh no. Oh, I'm too late.
What?
Oh no.
He's getting infected with whatever that stuff is, I assume. Yep. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Go back, Arbiter, and destroy the Harrow and its source.
Well, that was abrupt.
A bad dream? Forget it. Focus on locating Project Hera.
Well, everything looks pretty different now, doesn't it? And yet we're still locked on the same thought. Surge acquired. Press L2 to execute a devastating dash attack. Combat skills are recharged through melee and ranged combat. Neat. Interesting how we still have the big sword, too.
An outpost. I should check my gear while I'm here.
The temples may lie abandoned, but magic will never die. Pray to the gods, and your skill shall reach unimaginable heights. The gods' magic will guide you. Okay, now we can spend those gems to go up skill trees. 1% health, 5% critical damage, or 1% gun damage. Or, no, that might just be damage in general. We can also upgrade the skills themselves. Down 2 separate paths, okay. Well, in keeping with how I usually operate, let's just take the straight damage bonus. Thankfully, you can just refund for gold, so it's not too bad. Teleport. We could certainly use your help, Arbiter. It seems the enemy has disabled our comms. I'm having trouble contacting the teams on the front line. Activate any beacons you come across and I'll get some new missions for you. Got nothing for me now, though. If you've got old equipment to salvage, I've got gold. The better the gear, the more gold I'll fork over. Or maybe you're interested in an upgrade. Upgrades strengthen your weapons and toughen up your gear. If I'm in a good mood, I might even throw in a little something extra. Looking for an upgrade? We may as well salvage that sword. I don't think I'm going to use it. And we'll go ahead and upgrade this one. Kind of hoping for a shop, but, you know, we'll make do. As we do. Silent hedges, woods.
This fortress is totaled. Looks like Project Hera's been busy. Better track her down before she can do any more damage.
Okay, so Project Hera is 1, a she, and 2, very dangerous. Noted. Can I get up there? Almost. It doesn't appear that we can dash in the air. At least not as of yet. I could have swore we could, so it might be that we gain that later, and I did get to a part where we could. Hard to say on that one. Only time will tell. Splat goes the bug. Okay, my air attacks are weaker than my ground attacks with this sword. Worth keeping in mind. Ah, she auto-aims. Okay. That's actually fantastic. That means I don't need to worry about ducking to shoot small targets. Because that definitely gets old fast, as we've all experienced. Shot the poor bastard in the knees. Ooh. shock pistol. Each shot arcs to nearby enemies. 10% chance to gain 25 health on kill. But yes? Everything about that is yes? It's also stronger than my pistol, so there is not even a question? Zzz. Enjoy your zit in your face. Yeah, I'm kind of digging it. It's got less ammo capacity than the pistol, which can become a problem. But I'm not super reliant on it, so I think it's fine.
Looks like I'm on the right track.
Found another goodie. This, I assume, is our healing ability. Yep, restoration acquired. Press and hold R2 to channel a heal over time. Unlike other combat skills, restoration can be used at any time and does not need to be fully charged. Okay. Ah, so however much it's charged is how much of it you can use, though. Commander's log. I used to consider myself a capable leader, a skilled commander, someone worthy of the respect and admiration that I'm shown by the people of Caligan. But this war has me doubting myself, a new sensation I'm not entirely used to. Our weapons and defenses may be more advanced, but the enemy outnumbers us beyond our most dire projections. I should have anticipated their strength, yet I did not. But I mustn't betray my misgivings to our citizens. The last thing our city needs right now is a mass panic. In these trying times, we must put our faith into our arbiters, our last hope. Considering there seems to be the whole one of us, that's probably not ideal. Okay, can aim up as well without actually aiming. So that's handy. Hit feedback's again a problem, though. I'm noticing my health going down, and I'm not always entirely able to tell how I got hit. Like, clearly there's an enemy next to me, so I must have gotten hit, but exactly how they hit me and when is a bit of a question mark. Oh, glad I bothered to spend money upgrading my sword, because we've now immediately found a better version of the same sword. So apparently the DPS on it's lower? Which doesn't make any sense because it's higher power and it's the same sword and it has a bonus? I am confused. 27% plague damage. Now I'll keep the healing pistol. Like this is another one that's not blowing me away, but it does feel good. I think this is one of those ones that just starts off a little slow. Is this I'm at least seeing the potential for, or improvement in, pretty quickly. Whereas Darklight didn't really change at all, no matter what you were using. Beep, beep, beep. Beacon activated. Speak to the dispatcher to gain access to a new mission. We may as well see what those missions are about, because I want to say those are little side things you can do that give you good stuff. So I remember spending a lot of time standing in front of this guy doing things. Ready for a new mission? I've received reports of Asvelt forces gathering in the woods in great numbers. They're likely planning an ambush on Caligan troops. It is imperative that the enemy not reach Project Hera. Strike before Asvelt puts their plans in action. Seek out and destroy every member of the enemy unit. You can reforge them for a fee. It tells you what type of mission it is and all that good stuff. Here we go. Kick some ass. Right, these are timed. And you'll notice it says 44 threats remaining up at the top. That's how many targets you have for this mission. They spew a lot of blood out of these things. Blow up the turret. Some enemies seem to drop extra time, which is probably going to be huge. Especially with how slow we're killing things right now. Which would help if I remembered that I can do this. And just charge through enemies and destroy them. I've just been using my basic attacks this whole time. There we go. Purple pistol, always good. We'll take a look at that once we're not on a timer as much anymore. New armor, that's always good. Get bent. Ooh, that was a different weapon type. I think that was a scythe, I think it was? That might be interesting to use. Grab the extra time, though I think I spent more time grabbing it than I did gaining from it, but it's fine. We've got time to spare-ish, I think. In worst case, if I fail this, I think I can redo it, and that just means we profit more. I was aiming to hit both of them with that, but, you know, it is what it is. 11 threats remain. Yeah, I don't think we're making it. Unless I get a bunch of time suddenly from one of these guys. I'm assuming I ran out of time, or did I actually die? Couldn't tell. But we did get to keep our prizes, so honestly, worth it. 4% chance to attach tether, 2% chance to inflict plague. It is stronger DPS, but the bouncing I feel like is more useful. War Scythe. Each hit, it weakens enemies, 15% chance to stasis, 3% chance to inflict plague. We'll give it a go. And we got 2 amulets. This one's just straight up better, so we'll just put that on straight away. And we've got armor, which auto-equipped because we didn't have any. Not sure how to feel about the sound effect the scythe has, but other than that, it's good. And yeah, we can just redo that, so we could probably just grind a bunch of ridiculous gear doing this. Ridiculous compared to what we were finding from the regular enemies. Go ahead and trigger this. Surge through it. Because it's clear that we need to be a little more efficient in how we're disposing of all these guys. I say as I walk straight into a turret. Just take the full burst from it in the chest. Not so sure this scythe's that efficient. I'm enjoying it more than the sword, but it's far from super effective. So it does hit behind me, which is nice. Not the most convinced by it. Better shock pistol. Yes. Shittier war scythe. No. This is probably going to be based on a lot of smart surge usage and things like that, rather than purely on how well I can hit things. That jump attack's pretty effective, though. Except it, for some reason, isn't hitting him, but, you know. Sitting in that poison and soaking like a fool also wasn't helping my cause. Oh, I left him behind. Hang on. Gotta kill him. Gotta get rid of every enemy. Oh, my surge isn't charged because I just had to use it a minute ago. Son of a bitch. go. That was pretty clean. We're gonna time out in the same spot again, though. We keep getting new stuff, though, so I feel like that could be worthwhile. And my stubbornness is kicking in, and I'm like, I want to win that. Better short sword might be the play, especially with that explosive charge it can set. That might actually be really good. So no. Oh, it's trying to tell me about shitty pistol. Okay. The other option is we salvage a bunch of stuff and do some upgrades, and that'll probably let me tear through that just fine. Because we definitely don't want any of that. I'll keep the scythe because I like it, but I don't think that that matters that much. Basically, I'll keep anything that's purple. Okay, it doesn't salvage on multiple pages. Worth noting. There we go. Everything has been salvaged. How do I upgrade? Oh, there we go. I wasn't looking at the card at all, so brain just did not register the option upgrade at all. We'll give both of these an upgrade for the time being. See if that amounts to anything. And we're absolutely going to upgrade this a bit. So I like that. You'll notice things can have up to 3 upgrades, because that's what the squares up there are. I think based on rarity is what determines how many slots it has for upgrades. We may as well give everything an upgrade, since the first upgrade's cheap. I'm not sold on bothering with the pistol, though. Let's see how much of a difference that makes for us. And another reminder that if you hit exclamation point request, you'll see the Steam library, and you can determine what happens next. And that is something that only happens during these segments. So if you want to get that in, you should do it while you can. Once I am not doing these segments, which more than likely on Thursday I'll do a dedicated stream to actually playing an RPG or some other slow-paced game, either like a tactics game or what have you, there will be no requests made during those. And of course, Friday I'll be occupied with a collab, so no requests will be made that day either. I could log them all, but honestly, I ain't gonna have that kind of time when I'm doing other things. That said, if you would like to make requests on Twitter, that is also acceptable. Because that will be easy enough for me to keep track of. So I will accept requests via Twitter. You can either DM it or what have you. And those that have my Discord are also allowed to make requests through there. I just heard something fall down in another room. Give me one moment to investigate that, because I'm the only one here. So nothing should be falling. So that's a bit weird. Sorry for the interruption. Not sure why the camera's also suddenly turned very blue. There we go. The auto adjustment's fixing itself. I have no idea why that fell. I didn't find anything out there aside from what had fallen, and my best guess is it was sitting in a bad spot and something shook and it all fell, because there's no other logical explanation for what happened. There was no signs of life, no anything out there. Well, there were some bees, but they've been dealt with. Unfortunately, this house always has a real bee problem. Don't rightly know how they keep all getting in. I've still been working on that, but I've yet to figure that one out. So I'm dying faster, but I feel like I'm getting through them better. Is our times higher? So I'm not sure how to feel about that exchange, all things considered. Ah! Botched the jump. Yeah, for context, we have no animals in the house that could knock anything over. We have no one else in the house other than myself. So it's very strange that anything would have even moved. Shotgun. Longbow. The shotgun has potential. The shotgun might be a thing. Not often I say that, but that could potentially be useful. Well, for specifically what we're doing. And I'll try the daggers out, even though they're not upgraded. Yeah, this could work. I'll try this mission once or twice more, and then we'll proceed with regular gameplay again. And for the remainder of the timer. Which I did not pause the timer, that's on me. But honestly, I don't think I was gone long enough that it will make a significant difference. Shotgun doesn't have a lot of shells, and that's going to potentially be an issue. But whenever I hit something, it definitely feels it. The slows we're getting from this is actually pretty handy. It means I don't have to worry about them attacking me quite as much. It seems like the knives for regular enemies and the shotgun for the tough boys seems to be the winning strat so far here. So our timer is looking a little grim. Okay, good, I can hit him from there. It's a little less helpful when the shotgun misses. Okay, the ceiling attacking is a bit of an issue. And the timer is once again getting kinda grim at this point. But our health is doing better. So, mixed results? Well, that was weird. pistol. Gunchucks, huh? Okay, you have my attention. The extra health is probably better. The power difference can be taken care of by putting one upgrade on that. That's just a better ring across the board. And that ring's good for health, but nothing else, so we'll leave that alone. Did not mean to go to the mission thing immediately. Go ahead and mark that. Salvage that. There's also spears, apparently, but those are infinitely less interesting than our other current options. Yeah, this is fine. Currently operating under the logic of keep everything purple, everything else goes away. We'll take the knockback pistol. Shotgun served me well, so I'll upgrade that. I'm interested enough in the gunchucks to upgrade them straight away. The knives did well as well, so they'll get at least a first upgrade. Go ahead and get rid of that ring. I'm not going to upgrade the ring because it's only blue. I don't see much point to that. We will upgrade this armor, because the health boost is going to be so necessary. And we'll go ahead and salvage this old one. I kind of want to get a better purple amulet, if I'm honest. Because the effects on it's not great, but the power boost is nice. Interesting, okay. So I'm just swinging shotguns on a nunchuck chain. Ooh, I like that big blast. And it's got pretty good damage so far. It's not slow. It's a little weird, but it's not, like, sluggish or anything. It's just got a little too much animation to it. So it feels slower than it is. Game, please. Just, for some reason, her jumps just freaked out for a little bit there. I probably shouldn't have jumped down for that item, but what's done is done. Should have just done that in the first place. Just shotgun the bastard straight out. I don't think our timer is going to work out on this one. I feel like we're in trouble from the word go. But we might be able to make up time because we're going through this part quicker than we did before. And I stand immediately corrected. Somehow it feels like we're actually doing better on... Yeah, we're doing better on time somehow, and I have no idea how, with all the fuck-ups that happened. I think it's just because certain targets that took me a while, I'm just plowing right through. It may just be as simple as I'm figuring out what targets to use stuff on and what targets are a waste of my time. It's gonna be close, but I think we're still not making it. Because there's one guy left and he's in that hallway probably. Still, I think we can actually do it with that setup. Just might need like one more upgrade on something. Just to clean it up a little more. Or a damage increasing necklace. Damage increasing necklace would definitely make a hefty improvement in our situation there. Just gonna go ahead and casually upgrade the shit out of that. This is the same ring, except it has this... Oh, no, it has the same power because I didn't upgrade anything. So we just get rid of the duplicate ring. Get rid of that. Got a purple longbow now. 12% chance to attach explosive charge, 13% chance for paralysis. Yes, I like that better than the other shotgun. His explosive charge has been serving us well on some of our other weapons. So I think that's viable. The bow I don't think I'm going to use for this situation, but it'll probably be handy in other situations. Those are probably better knives, even though I've upgraded these. As everybody knows, I'm a big believer in variety, which is why I'm hanging on to so many different weapons. Even though some of these are arguably going to be significantly better. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these gun chucks another step, because they've been doing real good in this situation. Okay. Fairly decent power boost, so let's see how this goes. Theoretically, that'll be everything we need to manage to make this work. I think it's just a matter of timing shotgun blasts is going to speed everything up immensely. Considering the shotgun just, like, detonates somebody. Because, like, look at that. Even an elite just gets demolished by a good shotgun blast. And these gun chucks are just fun. How can you say a no to shotgun nunchucks? I mean, really. That's just such a ridiculous concept. But it's working so well. Yeah, we have a lot more time this time. Say as I start squandering it immediately. God damn. There we go. Dispose of them a lot faster. Heal up so I don't just die an idiot's death. Now to go find the last target with 25... Oh no! We got them all this time. I guess I missed somebody along the way last time? Well, we finished a mission. Now we get rewards. Hooray! Purple shock pistol, huh? Well, they know what I like. An arbiter all the way out here? I don't take signs, but I'm willing to lend a hand if you got some essence. My new technique reforges modifiers on your equipment. It's a taxing process and takes more and more essence each time. Have anything to reforge? The Aftershock's been proving useful. We did just get a pretty good set of gun chucks here, though, with the explosive charge and the surge recharge rate. We've got a good enough spear to finally test that. If I didn't like the attack speed on this so much, I would absolutely take this because it actually has inbuilt synergy with itself. I think I'll just keep the health armor. Same ring again. One of these was a little bleh. What was the issue? I think I got rid of the one that was a little bleh. But I think he's not actually helpful to me. Which is a little unfortunate, but we actually completed a mission, so I'll take that as a win. I know I kind of stubbornly beat my head against that a bit more than I probably should have, but... it's probably worth it for the prizes. This is arguably better, but I'm gonna keep that anyway. At this point, I'm probably not going to use these regular pistols, so I'll get rid of them. I feel like the regular pistol and the longbow might actually end up fulfilling similar roles, while the shock pistol has its own job of being an area effect weapon with the chaining. And the shotgun's, of course, good for heavy targets. Let me equip the spear for a moment. Okay. As you'd expect a spear to be. Good for single targets, probably. Not so great in general. Yeah, I think I'm most leaning toward the gunchucks. Especially with that final hit disorient. Which, turning my enemies around definitely was proving useful. I also should, you know, use the warp to get back to where we were instead of walking back like an idiot. Well, guess we're walking back through this content because I can't actually... Oh, no. There we go. We should be able to use this to go forward, I think, as well. We just have to go back to the outpost to use it to go forward. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Waypoint 2. I'm betting most of these enemies are going to be a cakewalk compared to what we were fighting in the mission as well. Well, that was about on par. There we go. Just clean all those out. Blast that. Very good, very good. Feels like there should be a secret there. Definitely good to have that extra health. Let's actually give the longbow a shot here. Yep, that went about as expected. Good for distance. And shoots a bit quicker than I expected it to, but you can fire a bow pretty fast as long as you actually know what you're doing. And you have the arm strength to back that up. I also appreciate that a lot of these guys actually don't have their weapon out when they're wandering around. And they just draw it quickly. Just nice little extra animations without it actually compromising gameplay at all. Which, that last part's the important thing, is make sure your animations don't compromise the gameplay. If it comes down to a choice between gameplay and animation quality, you're gonna want the gameplay more than the animation quality. 9 times out of 10. I feel like there's something here. Notice how this spot's lit up differently? It feels like you should be able to, like, drop down through here, but apparently you can't? So I'm kind of confused by that. It's a very nothing spot, and nothing spots always make me a little twitchy. Because I feel like there should be something there. Maybe there will be once I pull this... Now the switch just opens the door. Oh, rip. It's fine. I think what happened with this one is I feel like I did the same thing I did this time, where I played a bunch of a mission, ended up with really good gear And then the combat started to feel a little bit samey because of the fact that it literally just comes down to hit, roll, roll for a lot of things. Which is fine. Like, I feel like there's probably just a lack of advanced enough techniques and options for that to be the issue. 'Cause at this point, it's just going to come down to optimization until I start finding other things. And I don't know how spaced out said other things are. Well, that answers that. Onslaught Catalyst acquired. Speak to the Thaumaturge to gain access to new skill tree nodes. Okay, so it's not actually a new thing in and of itself, guaranteed? Not really sure what to think of that one. Aha. There's the ladder. We'll wait till we find the next checkpoint to go back to the Thaumaturge. Well, never mind. There's the next checkpoint. We didn't find another beacon, so there won't be more missions, I don't think, unless beating a mission unlocks the next one. And we definitely have enough blue stuff. Let the gods lend you their power. Ah. You need to use an Onslaught Catalyst to move this along. Okay. Dealing damage has a 10% chance to attach Explosive Charge, or 5% chance to attach Tether. Okay, when the tethers break, they do damage. Got it. So you can kind of, like, leave a timed kill in play, pretty much. We'll go ahead and put our Onslaught Catalyst there so I can grab the Unstable Strikes. And Alacrity. And sure, we'll go ahead and grab that too. This is probably going to make us feel significantly more powerful as well. And we need Guardian Catalysts or Executioner Catalysts to go the other ways. At least they're all unique catalysts and not just like, oh yeah, you need to pick between these 3 things for your one catalyst. Yeah, that attack speed boost does feel slightly noticeable, not like holy shit. But it does exist. And we don't need to worry about inventory stuff right now. I'm going to try to speed things up a bit because of the fact that we're almost out of time. I would like to see more content of this before time runs out. Which should tell you that I'm liking this enough to actually do more with it.
Sounds like I'm getting closer. Not even an army could keep Project Hera caged.
Still don't know what Project Hera is.
The war hasn't stopped the mill from running. For now.
Of course, we only know a little bit about that war, too. Sneaky, sneaky. Not sneaky enough, though. I was curious to see if my attack, since it physically reached through the wall, would actually hit him through the wall. Turns out it doesn't. And that is sad, but also understandable. I do appreciate how quickly I can turn while attacking. Just as another note. There's a lot of games you'd be committed to the direction you're facing when you're attacking, but mid-combo we can just whip back and forth with just fine. Which is honestly vital to a combat system like this. If you feel stuck a lot, it's going to be significantly less satisfying. And is very likely to just get your players killed. That saw is probably not good for me. Probably shouldn't touch that. Of course, the minigun is not any better. There we go. That opens that door as a shortcut. Hopefully we won't need it, but I suspect we probably will. Because I do seem to recall that there's a boss in this mill, which is the other reason why I'm trying to actually make it through it, so you guys get to see an actual boss fight. That will help form your decisions about this a bit more, I think. Which I suppose I could always tack on a minute or two if I end up feeling I need to, because of the fact that I did walk away part way through the timer for this one. I just wasn't particularly worried about fixing the timer for this one because it wasn't requested, so it's not like anybody's gonna miss anything, I suppose is the way to look at that. The way I am looking at it. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud on that one. A lot of locked doors around here, which is kind of annoying. But I assume that lever is probably going to open one or both. Hopefully both, but I'm assuming it's only going to be the one going backward. So with what I'm going through to get to it, maybe it will actually be both. Leave no enemy standing. Let none survive. Interesting that there is just a shortcut hole there. No, it opens both. Okay, very good. It would have been awkward if it only opened the one going forward and didn't open the one going back. Because then I'd go into a whole loop of wondering, well, did I miss a lever somewhere then? Let's heal up before we go further forward, because the boss might be in here. There's a big old tank-looking thing. Can I climb on it? No. Sad. But it's fine. That looks like a handy thing over there, but let's dispose of these gentlemen and go this way first. Yeah, this is a lot more involved than I thought. Maybe we should go get the thing that I saw. And, you know, I probably saw that door and processed it and just didn't actually fully acknowledge it. Because I think that was part of what convinced me to go the way I did without me actively thinking about it. It wouldn't be the first time my decision-making's been influenced like that. And it won't be the last. It also won't be the first time that I realize it after the fact. Okay, the bow pierces, I've just realized, so maybe the bow's better than I thought. Like, obviously I'm using it, but that doesn't mean I understood how good it actually was. That opens the door to use this as a shortcut. And top off our health. Well, top off as much as we can. More missions. Beep, 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 beep. Yep, here's the boss fight. The Buzzbot. I thought it was gonna shoot low that time. It really just keeps shooting high, huh? It also hits like a fucking truck. Jesus. Our surge doesn't actually do much damage to it, apparently. Let's switch to the shotgun. Everything else I think is okay. We may want to try to reforge that ring. Because it seems like it would be really good, it's just not the right ring for the right job right now. And switching to the shotgun was the right call. That got dangerous, but we were fine. This, I assume, would be Executioner Catalyst? Yep.
Ashes to ashes, sawdust to sawdust.
Robots to bits. As you can see, boss fights in this game are pretty decent. He had a handful of attacks, most of them pretty easy to dodge, but he was also your first taste of a boss fight in this game. So I think that was pretty reasonable. It was a little unfortunate that I kept getting stun-locked a bit when I tried to slide through him. So I'm not entirely sure how to feel about that. I kind of like this armor better, because the 9 flat health really doesn't help much. But the movement speed might be huge. And as we all know, I'm all about that move speed to begin with, so as soon as I see a move speed option, I'm like, yep. Burst rifle. It's a shitty one, but good to know that burst rifles exist, I suppose. Spears. Not gonna keep the spears, I was not impressed with them. And I think I'll go ahead and ditch the short sword because it's just the basic weapon. And I'm not really about basic here. I'll go ahead and upgrade these daggers because I do like them. In fact, we'll just kick all 3 of these up to level 2. Since I like all of those. The longbow did pretty well, so I'll go ahead and give that at least 1 kick. Actually, this could be worthwhile in its own right with the critical strike chance. We'll give it a go. Let's see how much health we lose. We have 201. Yeah, we only lose 18 health. This is definitely an improvement. The restoration channel speed's not going to be massive at the moment, but it's fine. That said, game's out of time. I could give it a couple more minutes, but we've already hit the thing I was trying to get to, so we don't really need to. That said, Foreglo's a pretty good game. If you like what you saw, pick it up. It's pretty good. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it's solid. What is gonna be next? What is gonna be next? What is next on the table? Yes, timer, I know. I know the timer ran out. I keep forgetting to turn that off, because I keep thinking, oh yeah, it's gonna run out and then it's gonna just go away on its own. Which it doesn't. It sits there and makes noise. A lot of these other ones I've actually spent a decent amount of time with, so I'm not super sold on bringing those around for this segment. Yeah, this has a good amount of character to it, and it looked like a good game, and I just didn't actually play it, and I don't know why. So we'll try this one. It's backed by good people, so I would assume that it's good stuff. And it's hard to argue with just how fucking happy he looks. Just look at that face. Second to do the audio balancing. Except it keeps going away every time I click away to try to actually look at things. That looks decent enough. We'll go with that for now. Now, I want to say part of the thing was, back when I played this before, I ended up playing it on mouse and keyboard, which didn't exactly work out the best. We'll see how it goes on controller. It's at least reading the PS4 controller natively, so credit for that.
Aren't we all craving success?
Generally, yeah. That is accurate.
Trying to make the world a better place.
The answer on that one varies a bit.
Wanting to create a better future. A livable future. So much so that it wears us down.
Off to a bit of a depressing start here, game,
Only
but
to
accurate.
realize that once we find it, once we perfect it, we can lose ourselves in it.
Looks like she's gone a little mad with power, which could be an issue.
And reap what we sow.
And rebellions happen from things like that.
There's no going back.
Balloon.
But there's always hope.
Usually.
Hope that someone or something out there will save us from the tyranny.
I mean, judging from the way that looked, it looked like you made the tyranny. So do you really want it being stopped? No time to lose. Get that terminal up and running. On it. The pod is operational, Commander. Seems to be the one we're looking for. Our hard work's finally paid off. Let's crack this baby open. Intruder detected. Removing threats. Just fucking blew that guy up. Come and get me, you piece of junk. Presumably buying time for us to awaken. Considering it sounds like they're relying on us. So happy. Everybody's dying, hooray! Tank 0 status 404 error. We move pretty quick. Jump with X. This looks like a chest, though. I would like to open it. I guess I can't. Well, it looks like it didn't go well for you. Thank goodness you got activated. Looks like it might be too late for me, but you need to get the heck out of here. Quickly, jump down and get out before they find you. Look at that face. Meow. 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 Oh. The amount of expressions this guy has, just moving around and doing basic things, is ridiculous. And that's the main thing I remembered about this, was the fact that it's super expressive. And I think it was just something in the gameplay didn't quite do enough for me at the time. A glowing red katana sticks out of a destroyed robot. Somehow the katana pulls at your tiny robot soul. Katana. Slash. So angry. So ready to kill. As you can see, we can attack very fast. And he steadily gets more and more aggressive looking as he goes. That sword you carry. The blade is made of an energy-draining alloy. You can use it to drain energy from your enemies. If only I had one. That's a little late for you, unfortunately. Now we can bust stuff up and get loot. Can't break rocks, though. I assume we're intended to go this way. A lot of dead robots that are not so dead as it turns out. What do we got here? Fallen City. Whee! We fell into the Fallen City. Fitting. Hey, it's you. Find the resistance camp. They'll help you. I'm dying. Well, he wasn't kidding. He definitely was dying. I'm not sure how I feel about the amount of recoil just hitting an enemy he gives us, but it makes sense, because not only are they exploding, but I'm, you know, having to physically hit them. So an amount of rebound from hitting a robot with a sword makes sense. Well, that didn't work out in my favor. Hi, I landed on you. I can no longer move, but the resistance lives on. Good for you. Well, I guess not so good for you. Great for the resistance, not so great for you. Ah, right. Downstabbing is a thing once again. Those guys explode, good to know. They also explode a lot bigger than I thought. When he started beeping, I knew he was gonna go boom. I just didn't expect him to take up like half the screen with it. So that was a rude awakening. I probably need all of that stuff that I'm picking up, so we'll just make sure to get it all. I missed one. Die! There's also somebody to talk to, apparently. Welcome to my little sewer sanctuary. Stay as long as you want. Well, that's polite of him. Though, for a sanctuary, it's pretty hostile around here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna guess hitting them in the back is why they're exploding and dying immediately. I would not be surprised if hitting them from the front has nowhere near as much of an effect. Men with guns! Oh no! Evil robots! It is so fucking bright out here compared to the last part. Jesus, my eyes. Okay, more of a middle tone. I can live with that. Haunted factory. Well, so much for the door. They sent another one after all these years. I hope you last longer than the others. Well, that's not creepy at all. Why'd you come here? This place is pure evil. Leave while you still can. A little late on that one, buddy. The door shut behind me. Maybe if somebody like you was lying and dying at the front door to tell me not to go in there, maybe I wouldn't have gone in. That's a lie. I would have absolutely just walked in anyway. If anything, I probably would have been more likely to walk in. What are you doing here? The door closed behind you? I hear they have some experimental weapons behind this door. They might come in handy. Sold. TBY model detected. Checking compatibility. All checks passed. Opening door to right kunai. A sharp weapon to attach to a rope is suspended in midair. You pick up the kunai. Kunai. Use right kunai. Now how this works is it's essentially a grappling hook mechanic. But, since it's the right kunai, it only goes to the right. And I remember this getting kind of frustrating. But he makes great faces while he's swinging, as you can see. It's also a little funky because sometimes it just doesn't attach. And there's also just some places you can't attach to, like most of that. Anything that looks like a shiny metal surface. Thankfully, a second kunai. How convenient. We now have left and right kunai. But the left, you have to use them on separate buttons. So you have to manually control which side you're grappling with. Accessing Dr. Lemonkus's log from August 1st, 3029. Maneuverability of our test subjects using the kunai has been greatly improved. However, our human test subjects have failed to use the kunai at maximum efficiency. Their mechanical counterparts have proven to excel in the use of the kunai, probably because they're not worried about ripping their arms off. Considering shifting most of our R&D budget into further AI development. Signed, Dr. Lemonkus. What are you doing here? Okay, he's still talking about the same thing. I figured he'd have a reaction to us having the kunai. But as you can see, they're very good once you get a handle on using them. Yeah, because I think one of the big issues I had on mouse and keyboard was specifically the kunai movement was not exactly great. Now on controller, though, my god, this is night and day. This feels actually pretty good. Checkpoint. I'm flying around like a crazy person now. Might also be that this just wasn't a movement and style I was looking for at the time. It seems that the pile of rubble has started to move. You come and face me? I hope they improved you. The last one wasn't much fun. The garbage collector. I guess I gotta get rid of his minions first. Well, you certainly collect garbage, because your minions are all garbage. Ah, I used that as a platform. I thought he was gonna throw it a lot quicker than that, so I was waiting like, okay, throw it. Okay, at the end of his dash, he's vulnerable as well. And these guys are just for getting our energy back, I think. They're not expected to be a threat. This fight seems very easy, but it's probably meant to be a tutorial fight. You're probably not meant to have a hard time with it. Of course, I suppose it's probably going to depend on your adaptation rate to the kunai. If you don't adapt quickly, you're going to have a harder time. Well, that's the end of him. We get a door opening and a hat. Because that's one of the features of this game, is you get a bunch of hats. So now we're just wearing his head in victory. Guess we're not going that way. Looks like in theory you should be able to get in there, but I guess we can't do that right now either. We'll just go ahead and save our glorious victory. Just had one of those weird twinges in my mind, like, did I remember to unmute a while ago? So now that we've already killed the boss of the area, let's look around the rest of this area and make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh right, we don't have the map chip yet. That's unfortunate. So our navigation is a bit questionable. I assume since he's dead, the door... Oh yeah, we already saw the door open, so no need for assumptions on that one. So I guess since the door opened, we're done here. This doesn't seem like we can go anywhere else. Meanwhile, we can now go anywhere. That face he's making concerns me. This movement is very satisfying now that I can control it better. My god. What a difference a controller makes, eh? Hi. I am the Watcher, and I'll be watching you, little one. I see potential in you. Good for you. Thankfully, there's no fall damage. We can break our robotic knees as much as we wish. Do robots have knees? I guess they would have knee joints. Maybe not knees in the conventional sense. They don't even have to have those unless they're bipedal or at least pedal of any kind robots. Okay, no, those guys just explode. Fair enough. I say that because, you know, a robot that's, like, on treads or wheels or such wouldn't need knees, would it? But I guess it could still have them? Huh. It would certainly have arm joints unless it's got, like, built-in cannon arms or something. Later, sucker. Turns out I'm the sucker. Nice shooting, Tex. Hi. Finally. Took me forever to set up the Wi-Fi here. No, excuse me, my name's Earl. Resistance put me in charge of setting up the internet. Mostly because I'm the only one who's ever studied computer science. I feel that. I hate that I feel that so much. Because I've lived that. Anywho, whenever you find a router, be sure to check out the tab store. It's easily accessed from the menu. You can use the tab store to purchase upgrades. Oh yeah, the password is on the back. Aha! Coin magnet, solar panel, attunement, charge attack, slingshot, and a bunch of unavailable question marks. Solar panel regenerates your batteries. Attunement makes you recover more energy. Charge attack is what it says on the tin, and of course coin magnet is also what it says on the tin. Slingshot, you pull back and you can throw yourself very far. I'm sure you probably could find a way to launch yourself into space that way. It just would take some real doing. Save point. Looks like we found an area with a lot more of the Resistance guys hanging around. Hey, you made it! Resistance is a camp out here, deep in the woods. They explain everything. Where is it, you ask? See, this is a test of your tracking skills. We gotta know if you're worthy. Asshole. Quantum Forest. These guys are hiding in the leaves. I think they're playing Fortnite. No victory for you. Okay, that's a little weird. I can jump on the vines, but I can't, like, grab onto them and climb or anything. I just get infinite jumps when I'm touching vines. Not really sure how that works, but you know what? We're rolling with it because it works. A little bit of money. Ooh. Accidental secrets. Guarded by assholes with guns. Checks out. Well, if this robot had knees, he doesn't anymore. That's what spikes feel like. Error. Spikes not good idea to jump on. Data logged for future reference. Good thing these vines were here conveniently. No, I saw you this time, you cheeky little shit. Give me all that loot. Huh. I expected there to be things there. I'm betting it's also going to be important to remember that I can cut those vines. I'm probably going to screw myself at some point fighting an enemy. I'm going to cut a vine that I need to get somewhere. So we can wall jump and kunai and all that, so we're probably okay. Keyword being probably, because I'm betting when it does happen, there's going to be a metal wall and ceiling and such, and I'm just going to make an ass of myself immediately. Whee! Wouldn't be surprised at all if that's what happens. Robot owls explode for reasons. I don't know what that is, but die. This game feels like it would do real nice with a double jump. Like, it's not necessary, because we're clearly able to move around just fine. I just find myself reaching for one constantly. So I'm assuming I probably get one, and I probably got it when I played this before. And that's why the reflex is kicking in so much. That reminds me. Do I have any other hats? No, I just default to the one we found. I also thought I could change color. But maybe there's a mechanic where I do that, and it actually matters. Not sure. Because I could have swore I remembered seeing this guy in red at some point. The resistance camp? I'm afraid you're looking in the wrong place. I want to try heading west. Why do I feel like that guy's lying to me? Then again, we probably could just follow the Wi-Fi signal. Morning. Who sent you here? Negative, this isn't the resistance camp. You came the wrong way. We're using the southern route through the forest. How about fuck you, I'm going this way. Because there's a checkpoint here. And we're getting close to a Wi-Fi spot. You can tell because we're getting interference beeps. And, you know, the Wi-Fi signal at the top of the screen. Aha! This is why we check these things. How did you find me? Trying to find the resistance camp? You and me both, buddy. I'm fucking lost and I've been here for 3 years. So it would probably help you finding it if you know, got out of this hole you're in. Just saying. Just saying. Don't be mad. See this face? You can't be mad at this face. I mean, he probably could still be mad at that face, and it would be understandable. But I'm gonna tell him not to be mad at it anyway. They say to take the southern route, but I'm noticing the Wi-Fi signal died immediately upon me going south. So I have some questions. But I feel like they're not gonna get answered. Mostly because they're gonna actively refuse to answer them. Balance-wise, it's probably for the best that I can't spam attack things the way I want to, but it still makes me unhappy that I can't. Because I want to be able to just maul things with this attack speed that they've given me. That said, it does make it very good at repelling enemies. Because you can just kind of put up the invincible shield of stabbing. Yep, we're starting to get a signal again. Up, 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 up. Well, we can't open that door, so that's unhelpful. Oh, hi. Ah, that's not a person, that was a lever. It's kind of concerning when you can get NPCs and levers mixed up. I feel like there's some visual design concerns there. Or my eyes are just getting that bad. In this case, I think it's more visual design. My eyes are definitely not what they used to be. Well, that was brilliant. Like, aha, I'm gonna put a mine down, and then I'm gonna go around this circle, and, oh god, my own mine. Ah, explode. I feel like I've been here before. Yeah, I'm on the other side of that door I was looking at before. Which means I'm probably almost at the resistance base. I would hazard to guess it's over here. It's not up there, that much is certain. Ah! It might be up there, though. Hey, you're new. You have a map chip yet? It can be tough to traverse the world without one. Let me tell you something. Go find my friend Dave. He's a resourceful guy, can make chips like nobody else. I think I saw him heading west into the disconnected woods. The map would be lovely. So both the camp and Dave are both to the west. Found another checkpoint. There's an awful lot of these save points just in kind of weird spots, I'm noticing. Rude. Also rude. So, fun fact, you can't do much when you hit the ground that hard for a second or so. So if you see me hit the ground, bounce, and then fall somewhere stupid and not catch myself on the way down, that's why. I would absolutely be trying to stop myself, and it just wouldn't work. Well, we're in a piece of the disconnected woods, but they seem to be, well, as the name suggests, disconnected. Oh. They weren't kidding with that. This is a full, like, Lost Woods situation. I'm gonna go left. Left was a mistake. To no one's surprise, really, probably. Where am I going? I'm getting a vague memory that the resistance base is somewhere in this maze, as well as where Dave is. Let's see, we went down. Get a different result if we go right. Okay. Aha! Yo, I'm Dave. You're lost, aren't you? Don't worry, man, I got you. Let me install this map chip for you. I'm just gonna jam it in your skull. Just, like, turn your head to the left a bit. Don't worry, it's not gonna hurt much. Now check the map from your menu. May you never get lost again. I mean, I suffered a little bit of brain damage from you just pounding that into the side of my skull, but thank you, I now know where I am. Oh, that also led right back to the Quantum Forest, so that's convenient. So either to our right is where... Oh, there's a question mark up there. Maybe that's important. Right here? I don't know. Ow. Oh yeah, I forgot something. You can deflect bullets with your sword. Getting to this guy is proving to be a real pain in the butt. I think the first game I played with deflection like that was one of the earlier Star Wars games. It was a 3D one. I don't remember which one it was. I just remember just literally standing there holding the lightsaber sideways as everything killed itself. Of shooting at me. It was a thing. Oh, there's treasure here. Including a blue thing that I don't know what is, but I have it now. There we go, managed to catch it. Yep, this looks like a resistance camp to me. Very subtle, guys, with the big old fist flags and everything. I'm sure nobody ever figured out that you guys are resistance fighters or anything. You. Is it true? Have you come to save us? Maybe. Yeah. Huh? You're the one we've been waiting for. Welcome to the resistance camp. Boss would probably like to see you. They're waiting for you in the back of the camp. Alright. This camp's been operating ever since that fateful day. All those humans. I feel sick to my CPU just thinking about it. I want to let the boss know you're here. Hey there. It's me again, Earl. Showed you how to use the tab store earlier. Oh, I installed a router here in the camp. Gotta make sure everybody can get their upgrades so we have a chance to defeat Lemoncuss. I think I'll take charge attack. Ding! Solar panel was tempting, but really hasn't been that much of an issue. Oh, yet. Welcome to my camp. Folks around here call me boss. I get straight to the point. You're the chosen one. The great evil nearly wiped out humanity. Ever since Lemoncuss took over, the last of us humans had... You hear that? No, they must have tracked you. That's a hell of a face. Beep beep. I found a fucking robot with a happy face. I'm gonna fuck him up. Shoot that happy face. Aha! Well, my presence has ruined everything. I'ma fuck up that blip. Yeah, look what I did. So happy. Everybody's dead, but I'm still really happy. Auto-scrolling is a real big, scary concern. Eep, 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 up, up, eep, up, eep, 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 up, up, up. Let none survive. They didn't let anybody in the camp live, so I won't let any of them live. It's only fair. So you've chosen to come aboard, huh? What are you waiting for, you filthy swabs? Get that tablet! convenient checkpoint. Hey, you're that intruder thing. Guess I'm supposed to detain you, but fuck it, I won't. Might just set myself to sleep mode for a while. Is that what they call sleeping on the job? I don't care. I ain't paid enough to deal with you. Boop, beep, hello. Didn't move fast enough, but it's fine. Beep, beep, little. Spooky amount of bullets coming out of that thing, and apparently I can't hurt it, so we're just not gonna worry about that. Oh hey, you're not dead. A few Resistance members also managed to stow away on the ship. Seems like the captain ordered a lock. There should be a way to open the doors in this room. Well, you give it a try. I'll stand guard. Otherwise known as I'll stand here and do nothing while you do all the work. I guess he didn't actually mean in this room. Oh, yeah, I guess this is probably why he wanted me to do this instead of him, huh? Convenient a guy with a grappling kunai just happened to show up, huh? Otherwise, he would have been screwed. Good, I did manage to kill him. Missed me. Idiot. Ah, you have to kill it by reflecting its own bullets. Okay. Also, really satisfying reflecting that much of a volume of fire, I gotta say. Hello, Mr. Intruder. This switch here switches things on and off. Doors and stuff. Most of the time. Sometimes the system fucks up and, you know, it just is what it is. Can't do shit about it. Try flipping it. Maybe something fun will happen. I don't blame you if we all die, though. You really suck at your job, you know that? Like, I will remember you favorably when the Resistance takes everything over, but at the same time, you're kinda useless. That was needlessly risky, but it was satisfying. Since you can swing as fast as you can mash, I can basically deflect anything. As long as it's deflectable. Can't deflect walking into a guy as I load in, though. That's a whole other problem. Bleep, 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 bloop. Almost forgot about the electric floor. That would have been a problem. Whatever you did, it worked. This passage should lead to the engine room. There might be a way to open the last door there. I've heard some rummaging nearby, so I'll keep standing guard here. I don't want to move. Don't tell anybody I broke my legs and I can't move now. Well, doesn't this just seem pleasant? Nee. There we go, disposed of him. Huh, I expected the whole floor down here to be electric too. I'm pleased to see that I was wrong. There's Wi-Fi nearby. 20 minutes left on this game, so if anybody has requests, do remember, the command for it exists. That was an unpleasant surprise. Yeah, I knew I heard one this time. I second-guessed myself the last time we heard one of those as I landed, which is why I didn't react when it shot the shit out of me. I was like, oh no, I just hear the robots next to me bleeping and blooping. Turns out, no. I heard big scary E-turret bleeping at me. And it really ruined my whole day. Doesn't seem like a door to the bridge is open yet. There must be another switch. Keep exploring. Gee, I wonder, could it be up here? In the place only I could reach? Because I'm supposed to be the super awesome guy? Even though I'm just a robot with fucking throwing sticks? Oh yeah, and a fancy energy draining sword that can reflect, like, everything. I guess that's kind of important. Well, I was gonna go up there, but I can't. Pity, that was a sick flip I did to get there. Oop. The tablet has reached the stern. I'm sure it's sure to fall to its doom. I don't know, this doesn't seem that doomish. Okay. Now it's getting worse. I shouldn't have said anything. Well, that's upsetting. I got thrown off because of the fact that I hit the electric spot there and then I'm just gone. Suppose that's what I get for saying it's not very doomish. Also, how did that guy not get hit by any of what I deflected? Apparently, only the one whose stuff gets deflected gets affected by it. Yeah, fall to your doom and all that. Wehehehehe. Wehehehehe. Son of a bitch. I underjumped. Get the feeling we're gonna be dying here a bunch. So get used to the you're gonna fall to your doom cutscene, because apparently I'm in fact going to fall to my doom a lot. I don't think we're getting the same amount of money either. I think we're resetting to what we had when we touched that checkpoint. I'm not certain about that. I'm not actually looking at the numbers that closely. Son of a bitch. I'm starting to wish I had bought Slingshot right now, so that I could sling my way through this and save myself a lot of aggravation. I need to stop fucking around, and then I'll be fine. I do wish they wouldn't keep replaying this little cutscene every time I walk past this point. I probably could go back to the checkpoint and cause it not to happen again, but I can't guarantee that, which is why I didn't bother yet. Also, I would like to believe that I'm going to manage to make it sometime soon. Shit. Almost screwed myself completely there. That would have been awkward. Okay, I think we're safe from death pits now. Door open! You're dead! Aha! So happy. Well, this looks unpleasant. Ow! I have very negative feelings about a lot of the things I'm seeing here. Ow. 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 Okay, that is still gonna kill me. Gotcha. I was hoping to manage to platform enough to get away from that. Let's see if that door stayed open, shall we? Looks like it. That's still explored on the map. did this door open? It did. Well, that saves me a lot of pain and misery now, doesn't it? We're just gonna go under the logic of that was a tactical death. I'll still open up this bit of map here just so we have it. There might be something in there that I'm gonna miss, and honestly, I am ambivalent towards it. There we go. Better checkpoint. Now that I'm not in hell anymore. I'm kind of hoping we'll manage to clear this place before the time runs out, but we'll see. There's definitely not a guarantee that I'll manage to do that. I keep thinking I can attack while hanging, and that's fucking me up a lot. There we go. That's what I was trying to do that entire time, and I just kept making real dumb mistakes. Ow. Yeah, so far only one semi-dud. I don't even know if Darklight's actually bad, I just wasn't blown away by it. And I may even still go back to it at some point, it just probably wouldn't be a, like, priority target for the stream. Okay, so that opened the door over by where the other guy is as well. Okay. There we go. Now let's see what's down here, I guess. The answer? Death. For him. You two have fun just shooting your friend for eternity. There we go. Later, sucker. Well, joke's on me, I guess. This was the exit to the other thing, where we just were before. Which explains why I had to do a jank jump to get there. I may or may not have deflected his shots through his friend. Did that just so we get a lot of money, because those are worth a ton. Okay, yeah, we grabbed that already. And there's nothing else over there. All these, like, shell-looking things in the wall look like they have just such a shocked face. And I can't not see that. And now all of you probably can't unsee it either. As it should be. Okay, looks like I want to just head all the way back up to where the other guy was. So I'm not sure where that other door is, and I don't think I need to know. Okay, he automatically hangs further down once you have both hooks in. It's a little weird, but I kind of get it. Okay, that does count. I was a little worried that that wasn't going to reach. Ouch. The explosions. I like explosions, but not when they're in my face. they are meant for other people's faces, not mine. The fact that you can still interact with enemies when they're off-screen is a bit of an issue. This is it, the way to the bridge. Go and teach that miserable captain a lesson. While I stand here and do nothing. Like, really, is he ever gonna actually do anything? He's just kind of hanging out over there. But I assume this is gonna be our first real boss after the junk collector guy. Wait a second. That corridor is just down the hall. Wedge, Biggs, prepare line of defense. Protect your captain. Aha, Biggs and Wedge. I understood that reference. Kaboom. Now dispose of that. Uh-oh, it's auto-scrolling time again. Complete with walls that are a little hard to see, which is less than ideal. Nope, fuck your turret. Auto-scrolling! Okay, you need to make sure to keep killing, because that's what heals you. Son of a bitch. Blood of your enemies cures what ails you. And it quenches. Just, you know, gotta be careful not to lose more health than you gain. Your arrogance is insulting. Do you really think you can defeat me? Get off my ship, you scallywag. Captain Coke. And off he goes. Great fight, everybody. That's just sad. I'm assuming those two guys right outside were his Biggs and Wedge that were gonna try to stop me too, and that didn't go great for them. So basically the ship itself was more dangerous than everything on it. Can't say I'm surprised by that one. Oh good, you survived the crash too. Talk about a crash. It's a miracle we survived. The Resistance has an outpost west of here. Update them on what happened, and they'll tell you where to go next. Useful if you can't progress any further, that sort of deal. I'll stay here and see what I can salvage. Like the bodies, parts, you know. Oh god. There's things that attach to me and want to become one with me. Now. And bees! Wait, why does a desert have giant death bees? That doesn't make sense. This is probably less than ideal. Oh, good thing I don't need elevators. So I saw the flags after. Oh no, I meant to be down there. Never mind. I thought I saw the flags slightly too late, but no, the base is right here. This is Resistance Base 42. A strategic resistance base, some say. Others just call us nerds. To be honest, all we want to do is save the Earth. It's a friendly neighborhood Earl. Managed to get here just in time. I must say, I didn't expect a flying ship to crash here. And an elevator after that. At least this place has Wi-Fi now. But seriously, please stop breaking things. No promises. Considering that's kind of my thing. At the rate we're going, let's get solar panel, because I was getting my shit kicked in, and I kind of need to keep my health up. So slingshot was definitely tempting. Has Chief told you yet? We had a short circuit because of the crash earlier. Most systems have been restored, with the exception of this door. You'll need a powerful electrical surge to open it. Maybe that shrine in the east. Would that be too risky? Hint, hint. Hint. Welcome to the Desert Resistance Base. That crash was really something, huh? Stuff just came raining down non-stop. I even found these amazing boots. Sadly, they're not compatible with my OS. You can have them if you want. The label says they should allow you to jump in mid-air. Double jump. Hell yeah. They call me Chief. You can call me... Actually, just call me Chief. Let me check your serial number. TBY1134. Let's just call you Tabby then. Your name for a killer like you. Listen, we need to get into the abandoned subnet. Then we'll be able to access the other areas around here more quickly. That ship who crashed here caused a short circuit, so the door won't open unless we restore power. There's a shrine to the east. Rumor has it something shocking is buried there. Maybe we can use whatever it is to access the abandoned subnet. Maybe, Rabbit. Maybe. But that is... Oh, now we got 3 minutes left. I can finish looking around here, at least. I was gonna say that's time, but it is not quite. It's very close. So we're basically not gonna accomplish anything more meaningful in this game. Chief is calling. Hello, is this thing on? I can reach you over this telecommunicator now. It's supposed to be some ancient human tech. Earl did some magic to make it work. Hurry to the east and find the shrine. Oh, by the way, now you can call me back through Tab OS whenever you want. That seems like more of a thing that you guys are going to do, and I'm not going to bother. Can't help but notice that our scavenging friend seems to have disappeared. So that's a thing. Ah, we wouldn't have been able to go this way without double jump. That's why he was like, in case you can't progress further, you should probably go this way. That's why these so unsubtle hint about you should probably go to the left. That explains a lot. No, there's actually, in fact, nothing over there. That's disappointing. And we're dead. I think that's as good a note to go out on as any, is smashing my face into a spiky monster. Or like a fool. Do I want to cut it short today? I'm not, like, in the best space right now, but at the same time, I could do more. Go ahead and turn the timer off. Let's think. Think. There's a very real part of me that wants to double check to make sure that that weird delay stuff wasn't screwing everything up. But I also know better because I know that it's not actually going to give me an accurate indication on that. So it doesn't particularly matter. As much as it would be nice to make sure. Coin, tell me. Do I pick another game or do we stop? Heads it'll be keep going, tails it'll be stop. Okay. The coin has agreed on stopping. So that solves that question. Now we just gotta figure out where we're going. And that's gonna be a matter of, let me check how soon any of these people are ending before I commit anywhere, so I'm going to turn desktop audio off for a second. Not that you guys were going to hear anything anyway. Okay, he's been going for 2.5 hours. And there's nothing indicating that they're ending, so that's a good sign on that one. And I think we'll just go with that, because I haven't rated him in a while anyway. So, thank you for those who stuck around and came in, or any of the above, really. This session wasn't as good as the last one. We had one dud. It wasn't a full dud, but it was not ideal. And the minor technical snafu around the same time has me a little worried. I'll be looking into that. Thursday, as I said, I will be picking out an RPG for that day, or something along those lines. I know I told you guys that I was going to tell you what it was both yesterday and today, and I still haven't decided, so keep an eye on Twitter. That's going to be your best shot on that one. Beyond that, then of course Friday, collab with Xeno. We'll finally be getting back on track. And other than that, I don't have anything of note to say, because I didn't plan out what's happening Saturday yet, either. Saturday may be the start of one of the games from these last 2 days. The current leader in the poll that I put up was Monster Boy in the Cursed Kingdom. But I may just run another longer poll, because I realized I fucked up and made it only a 1-day poll. And I'll just add the result of that on top, perhaps. Or just, like, give it favorable results in the overall polling. Like, if there's a tie, maybe I would just, like, swing that way to balance out it not getting the proper results on this poll. I haven't decided yet. Half the reason why I'm thinking about making another poll, aside from the time fuck up, is the fact that I now have more options to put on that poll. I can't fit 7 options on a Twitter poll, though, I don't think, so that's going to be an issue. But before I sit here and ramble the whole time, let's go listen to Spanky rambles instead. He's playing XCOM 2, throwing his subscribers through the meat grinder. And XCOM's a pretty good game. I'm not the biggest on XCOM 2, specifically, because there were some decisions made in it that doesn't blow me away, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get this queued up, get y'all on the way, and thank you one more time for your time. You'll be good to him, he's a good dude.